your money. Comrades, it is sitting there now 3 weeks, not a cent. If you go to Bamboo River, you would have seen the quality work that was done on that bridge. All that is left is for it to pass. We reach out to Comrade Ryan Williams and we said, we can't go back up in one word of trust now. So how can we, there's 120 miles of cement to complete the bridge? Comrade Ryan dropped off the 120 bag of cement in what trust from another hardware. In order to complete the bridge, the residents get together again and then so the bridge is going to be casted. On Sunday morning, the residents said, tomorrow Sunday, am I correct? Them told me, and some of the rules, make sure you're there on spot when the bridge across. And this woman is so irresponsible. She's so dishonest. She's so disingenuous. She put out a video Labor Day to say the bridge has been completed. This is the 23rd of May. The bridge has been completed thanks to the Member of Parliament whose venture this is. All over TikTok. I was surprised that after a meeting of the disaster committee on Thursday, when I got up again and I spoke about the bridge, because the disaster coordinator was under the impression, Comrade Smith, that the bridge was completed.
I have to stop there, Jamaica. You probably now get the gist and the scope of what is happening in Eastern St. Thomas. But not just this Bamboo River Bridge. In general, we need to know what Michelle Charles is doing in St. Thomas Eastern. And what better way to know than to hear from Eastern St. Thomas people themselves. So I need to hear from Eastern St. Thomas this morning. So I'm going to ask my special guest for this morning just to send me a request when you are ready so we can, because time is against us and I have another guest coming on at about 10:15. So let me just share the link to my guest because time is going, because we need to know what Michelle Charles is doing in St. Thomas Eastern. Yes, we're just waiting on our guest. Our guest just sent me a request. Good morning, Marjorie Hayden. So I can put you up in the box. Because we need to know what Michelle... I have had enough of the lies, So I am going to make St. Thomas Eastern people come and speak the truth this morning. All right? So, let me just invite my special guest this morning. What better way to hear what's happening but from who lives in Eastern St. Thomas. Good morning, Noeen. How you do? Welcome back.
Morning.
Yes, man. Welcome back to the Dre Bryan Show. What is happening in Eastern St. Thomas? And can you just shed some light on the Member of Parliament? Not just what's happening with the Bamboo River Bridge, but in general, how is the Member of Parliament conducting the affairs of the people in Eastern St. Thomas? Go right ahead, my brother.
As you talk about the Member of Parliament, which I don't really come on this program to talk about the Member of Parliament. I wouldn't waste much of my time. If I were to spend 20 minutes here, I will not spend my 20 minutes to talk about the Member of Parliament, right? Because to talk about the people is way more important than to talk about the Member of Parliament. Because the job of this Member of Parliament is totally outside of the Jamaica Labour Party constitution. It is outside of the constitution as well that governs the land. When you have a Member of Parliament who tries effortless to poison progress within a constituency, how you think about that individual?
Huh? You said poison the development of a constituency. What do you mean?
Alright, for instance, months ago, since Russia becomes the council of the Martin Division,
yes,
the Member of Parliament constantly playing petty politics and try everything where the council do. Alright, for instance, there was a road in Lice in the Martin Division, an area called Pansena Crescent. You must talk about that story already, where a procurement go in to do the road. Simply mean the parish council would have signed off and fixing that road, right?
Yes.
And just as the parish council sign off to fix Pansena Crescent, the following morning, the Member of Parliament turn up that she already have Pansena Crescent on the REACH program. Now, Dre, if the council have money to fix the road, when I say fixing them, I mean patch the road, And if you, the Member of Parliament, turn up to play politics, to patch it and stop the councillor from fix it, is that poisonous to the community or it is good for the community?
I definitely see a point. I see a point.
Remember, the road I got fix. Simple me, you'd have drain cleaning, you'd have comprehensive work take place within that road. And the Member of Parliament use the power she have to tell the people that she's a Member of Parliament. She can fix road anywhere in the constituency, which is right. But if you're going to fix a parochial road, it simply means it must be done underneath the supervision of the parish council. The parish council wasn't even aware of that road being patched by the Member of Parliament. You know, see nothing wrong with that.
So that's a blatant fight going against the councillor then?
No, Michelle Charles is not fighting against the councillor. You take that out of the way. She not fight against the councillor. She literally a fight against the people. Because the people deserve 100. And she block it and try to provide 90. Who is she fighting against? Russia? No.
Yes.
Outside of that, there's a next developing story within the Bamboo River Bridge. And Dre Bryan. And taxi me take on a bus with family members to rent a house in Eastern St. Thomas so I could be called a Newmans. Yes. I was born here. And injustice in my house is injustice in your house and every other house. And justice in my house is justice everywhere. And the level of injustice that the people of St. Thomas Eastern has to face from this Member of Parliament, it is too much. Now, the Bamboo River Bridge has reached its final destination. Simply mean it can't go no more. And it has been like that for years. But what Michelle Charles come with now is every time there's a problem in this constituency, she's going back to the last 5 years of Fenton Ferguson. Simply mean we don't need she then. Because if you keep on taking us back in time, that Fenton never do it. You are here to break Fenton's record because if he has not done anything as you said, so you're here to break that record. You think that good enough if we're parish?
Absolutely not.
No. The resident, you know that Rocha elected November last year as the Marby Division Councillor.
Yes.
And within all of that said, every single project that the councillor undertake within November until this point, the Member of Parliament sought to interfere, to block the progress of the project. Now, the resident cry was so loud in terms of the Bamboo River Bridge because the fire truck can't go around there. So you know the people have a problem.
Yes, yes.
The people decide that they will take it up on their own. So the people, after the people talk with Rocha, the councillor, you know the councillor can't just go on there to fix the bridge without anything from the municipal corporation. They may have to give approval, right?
That's true.
So no matter how bad the situation is, the council have no power to go and fix any bridge or clean any drain without the approval of the mayor. So people twist it, feel like, oh yeah, council got figure do it. Who will pay the bill? It is a process. Anyway, the councillors fought effortless to go to the relevant authorities to look to the location, and she have gotten the green light.
Okay.
On the 16th, because they decide to do some work on the bridge Labor Day, so the community start trump up money. You hear me say community though? The community start to trump up money. They decided to give their own labor to get them bridge done. The councillors in Rocha join the cause. She gets some approval from the ministry, from the parish council. The 16th of May, it was signed off to go into procurement to go to town to get the bridge fixed. The 17th of May, the Member of Parliament claimed that she will provide the materials for the bridge. No. It just signed off, gone to procurement. But the Member of Parliament is willing now to use central government money from the CDF to buy material for a parish council bridge that was already signed off the day before. You don't see any conflict there.
But is that normal procedure now, Ian?
No. If it was on a regular day that the people are taking it up on their own to go and do it, and the Member of Parliament join in, but it's a parish council bridge, and it just sign off the 16, and you turn up. So every time there's a project for the Marby Division, the Member of Parliament is well advanced, knowing what type of project, how much money will be spent, so she can turn up to score cheap political points. Brother, we parish cannot be run like that. We don't need politicians to stop progress to gain cheap political points.
We need some milk.
But I can tell you this morning, we will choose Jamaica Energy. We will choose Jamaica. I can tell Jamaica, we in Eastern St. Thomas will never choose Michelle Charles. Never.
What you said now, Wayne?
Me say we will choose Jamaica.
He needs some milk.
Because I am not from Haiti nor Cuba. I am from Jamaica. And I will choose Jamaica. But definitely, I will never choose Michelle Charles.
And now, Wayne, you are sharing the sentiments of Eastern St. Thomas and not just yourself. That is the majority of...
I can even go further.
Yes.
Michelle Charles tries desperately to fool everybody.
Oh?
She tries desperately every other day to trick or fool or tell lie to somebody. In the by-election the other day, November by-election, Michelle Charles was asked by the party to step aside, not to interfere, to give the division candidate for the GLP a chance. Said the party asked you to step aside in a by-election. How can the party see you fit enough to lead the constituency? That is my concern, you know. She was not eligible to campaign with the candidate. She was barred. Her face was cut out of t-shirt that she print in the by-election. But months after, we're told to choose Jamaica and choose a candidate who the GLP refused to walk with in the by-election.
He needs some milk.
This is interesting development.
Something
Something not right, my wisdom warrior.
Yes.
Something is not right. Tell about them.
So this is not
All
just...
lies will be exposed. That's all.
I know we're in problem.
And anyone who takes that the wrong
After me
way,
done talk,
knows why
I'm
they
telling
take it the
you,
wrong way.
you might only get a news one day. You know, you want to the youth already upon the live. You know why that might happen? Michelle Charles is so afraid of the truth. And anywhere should I this man and get this live or any screen record, she will smurge instant because she's afraid of the truth. This woman is so lie, she's so disrespectful, she's so disingenuous. And the question I'm going to ask.
Go ahead.
We go up on TikTok the other night and watch some clippings with the Prime Minister. And he stated that he have spoken to all his members. And he have said to them, don't go out there and tell the Jamaican people lies because we have performance to campaign on. So I don't want any of my members to tell the people lie. So my question to you this morning, most honorable Andrew Holness, was Michelle Charles in attendance when you're telling them not to tell lie? Because she have to tell more lie than more sun what we get in our ear. So I don't know if when you was told not to tell lie, if she was a part of that meeting. And Dre, the woman, she's a lie that it is affecting the entire constituency. She just lying, her lies are so blatant. It is clear as daylight. And nobody's supposed to talk about it because if you talk against the things will affect you within your constituency, you bad mind.
Resident of St. Thomas.
You know, that's not my problem.
Dre Bryan show setting the record straight about
so now, the Bamboo River story we still talk about.
Yes.
Michelle
it is very unfair to the people because on the 23rd of May,
embarrassing.
Very embarrassing indeed. I don't know what me look like it get cut off. People don't remember for like and share the video, you know, pick up Dre Bryan, you know. Like and share the video, look like somebody call him. But them something are going on at St. Thomas, boy.
She now claims that she
alright, they're back.
Spent $300,000 to get material for the bridge. You follow up on this?
Hear them so.
Yes.
No. The estimate, the cost of that bridge run way over $1.3 million, Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me, I said to you?
Yes.
When the work sign off on the 16th of May, it allows Roshaw, the councillor, to think quick and say, all right, we'll go to a hardware where we have an understanding.
Right. And
I am going to credit, listen good enough, she's going to credit the material. Remember, the member of parliament claimed that she sent 300,000, she bought, and it's like she don't remember that the CDF is not your father's purse or your purse. It's our money. My money. St. Thomas people money, not the Charles money.
True.
But you know what is interesting? When Roshaw take it upon her own as the PNP candidate going into election to go and trust material from an hardware Dre, we must be mindful what we are going to vote for, you know.
True.
Because for Roshaw got trust material.
Yes.
With just hoping and praying that she sign off on the work and it going to Kingston to the minister, so the money will come. She have no confidence that she going to get the money, but do you know what she still do? She still put herself in debt, Dre.
Yes. For the people, yeah.
For the people of Bamboo River. And when born me, Michelle Charles try to twist it. She try to gain clout out of it. If everybody on this live, me don't want everybody on the live here. Go over on Rosemary Shaw page.
Yes.
And then you take back a look on Dr. Michelle Charles page. You will see where one member is doing everything in their power to create divisions in Eastern St. Thomas, while the other is hell-bent focusing on the survival of the people and how we can move the people forward. And that's the real situation in Eastern St. Thomas.
True.
So you have the real a fight the fake, and the fake a fight the real. Because Michelle Charles is not 90% fake. She's 101% fake.
Mighty God.
Nobody in Eastern St. Thomas.
We need some milk.
Me fi say, has ever seen the face of Dr. Michelle Charles? She wear a mask for the last 4 years and 8 months in a walk my seat. We have never seen her before.
Bolo.
Because she's so fake under that mask. You don't even know who is the member of parliament.
Wow.
So I can tell the people this morning, you must stand up for something. Stand up at once. Stop the brainwash into this GLP, PNP politics. You must look to the candidates. Don't view the candidate because the GLP Senate or the PNP Senate. Because whatever decision we make within the next 60 or 90 days, we will be stuck with it for the next 5 years. You know what am I concerned, Dre?
Tell me.
You can have the best prime minister, you know. We can have the best government around the country. But if the people left with the worst member of parliament, it is 1,000 times worse off. Wrong or right?
That is true. That is absolutely true.
If you went and take a bus and full it of people and put the wrong driver in it, what will happen to the people? The bus in Eastern St. Thomas need a driver. And we have a reckless driver for the last 4 months. I don't know how lives have been taken so far. I don't know much accidents so far. But with Michelle Charles, casualty will come aboard.
And you're saying, knowing that the people of Eastern St. Thomas are no longer willing to risk it with the driver, that being Michelle Charles, to continue to lead the people of Eastern St. Thomas.
No! And the reality is that, you know, I am not talking from a GLP, from a PNP perspective.
Yes.
I have walked the highways. I have walked the byways with Michelle Charles, bro. This is not an individual who turn up talking politics because they are PNP or GLP. I am talking the people's language.
Yes.
I have been in this division for 20 years, bro. I am not only serving this division and this constituency as a voter. I have been delegate member. I have been a delegate to every part within the Jamaica Labour Party. So it's not like I want anybody come up here and make mischief. The people need representation. The people don't need a TikToker. We don't need a content creator.
Well, and then knowing you're saying that the member of parliament is a content creator. Is that what you're saying?
If I am saying that she's a member, she's a, well, I want you to tell me which of the words are more sustainable. Is it a vlogger, a content creator, or no? Which one more you put the right word to make it sound better? So if you think the word vlogger is a bigger word than a content creator, you can name it. Because
knowing the live I get hot and the people them are here, especially Eastern St. Thomas. So guess what? We're going to pause right here and you're going to pick up after because I have a next guest coming on at 10 minutes after 10. And they want to continue to hear what is happening in Eastern St. Thomas. My special guest, Dr. is waiting. His time was booked for 10 a.m. So me know want the people them go nowhere. No, we have a lot more to share on what is happening in Eastern St. Thomas. So now we just stick up in me brother and just go and hold it until we sort out this interview with Dr. Kenneth Russell on education. All right, my brother?
All right, before me go, me can say one more something, right?
Yes, please.
St. Thomas Eastern people, we must choose Jamaica. But I am urging you, let us choose wisely. Let's choose dignity over drama. Dignity over drama.
Hold it right there, no way. Because we don't want no way. The interview is in 40 minutes with Dr. Kenneth Russell, and then we can come back to what's happening in Eastern St. Thomas.
All right, we can join 11 o'clock back.
All right, 11 o'clock. So now here, 11 o'clock, no way, we'll be back. All right,
well,
my brother.
That me live to 11 o'clock.
All right, my brother.
Alright.
All right, see you now a bit, no way. Boy, may I tell you, St. Thomas people, this is where we're at, Jamaica. This is where we're at.
I'm the guy, yeah. And she say he's like